We put in today at Bee Spring Lodge. It's a resort. It's about 6.5, 7 miles south of the dam. It's a real good place to stay. A lot of my clients stay here, and it put us in an opportunity to where we could, motor back and forth on the lake and not have to run a long way because it was so cold.
How deep is it?
We're in 7 foot. What this is a creek that swings in here off of the secondary channel.
Yeah.
And this drops right off here, and this is a huge flat right out here.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of fish ganging up in here. Come on, fish. I know they're in here.
We started out fishing a little bit of shallow and got a few bites right off the bat. What do you got? There you go.
That was right on cue.
Yes, it was.
He's not very big, but he's still fun size. Oh, there he is, not too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a quick release out of him. Maybe not.
Fish busted right behind us.
Nice Kentucky Lake chunk right there. He's gonna grow up a little bit, but ain't a bad way to start the morning. By the way, just so you'll know, I was varying that retrieve a little bit. I wasn't really
Stop and go a little bit?
I really wasn't stop and going it. I was just kind of just
speed up, slow down.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is shallow, man.
As cold as it is, front day.
I know. It's look. There's one right there.
Right there.
Is that
better fish. Yeah, it's a better fish there.
Right, let me get in here. This looks like it.
Pretty good fish here.
Oh, I just missed one right there. Daggone. You need a net?
No, I'm all right.
All right, okay, good.
You keep catching them. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I really don't want to quit fishing right this moment.
So
that's a good little fish right there.
Yeah, he hit it. The reason why he ran so hard, I hit him in the top of the mouth so his mouth closed, so he could actually.
You know, one of the things about the steel shad bait, that's a nice fish right there.
Fish.
That's a good tournament fish.
Yeah, it's a good fish.
You know, one of the things about the steel shad is that it has the profile that most looks like a thread fin.
Absolutely.
You know, and I think that's. Oh, he's got me in the brush.
Got you in the brush?
On it. Let me just let it go. He hit it right there as I was bringing it through the.
Anything I can do to help?
I don't think so. I think he's still on. I don't know. I think he's off, Eric. We first started this morning. We started fishing for bass, and we were using the steel shad. Eric, I think, was using the silver one, and I was using the gold. And we decided to use 2 different colors just to see which bait would be more attractive to the fish. I think Eric caught the biggest one on the silver one this morning. You know, you can fish this bait in 30 feet of water or 3 feet of water, but one of the things I like about it this time of year is that, you know, not only does it mimic the profile of a shad, it doesn't have a rattle in it, you know, and I think this time of year a lot of people are throwing, you know, lipless crankbaits that have rattles in them, and this just gives you something just a little bit different, and you know, sometimes it works. You know? Yeah, I'll tell you. You know, this is a fishing paradise. You know, people I think sometimes don't really realize how good Marshall County and Line and Livingston and Callaway, all the things they have to do around here. I mean, you know, the lake is the main attraction, obviously, but you know, there's a lot of things to do around here.
Our passion is fishing. Obviously, that's why we're here. But there are so many different options. If families want to bring their kids down, you can jet ski in the summer. You can go to the water park. You can go Kentucky Opry. There's a lot of things just to do. They're not just fishing. Obviously, the dads and the sons probably want to catch a little fish. And there's a little bit of fishing going on down here as well.
You know something else too, the state parks, they've absolutely got a lot of corporate retreats that goes on, and they bring a lot of companies in. It's just a great place to bring a sales team down here and, you know, have a retreat, get away, and, you know, do some fishing or do something else, and then do some business too.
Absolutely. Those are the business meetings we always like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. This is your front office today, right here. Yeah, this is your front office right here. This is your office.
Business meeting right here.
It was 24 degrees when we woke up this morning. By the time we got here, we kind of got a little late start. We really only filmed a few hours today, but it was pretty cold right from the get-go.
If the weather had cooperated a lot more, it sure would have been a lot better. You know, I think it's harder on the fishermen than it is the fish, you know. I mean, they're going to feed. They're not going to quit feeding, you know, so.
They're like me, they got to eat. Is that what you're saying?
They're like you, they got to eat, Eric. You're not going to miss any meals.
Okay.
They aren't neither, so.
Now, one of the fisheries here that I think gets really overlooked is the red ear or shell cracker, depending where you're at in the United States is what you call them, but I've seen some monster ones caught in the last few years, and I'm sure you have too. So if people want to come down for that, you know, tell us a little bit about the numbers and maybe a little bit of the month and some of the things that you've seen with the red ear population over the last few years.
Well, depending on the, of course, the water temperature, you know, in April, May, and June, around the full moon, we have spawns. And bluegill and red ear used to be an afterthought. And now there are people that come here to fish just for those species. And I don't know, I haven't seen a place or heard of a place that had any better bluegill and red ear fishing than Kentucky Lake.
I know of guys that instead of going to Canada like they used to, used to go to Canada, and now Canada has restrictions as far as how many bluegill and how many pounds of fillets they can bring back. Now they're coming down here.
There's something here for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what's making Kentucky Lake such a hot destination. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people we had last year we took out on our fishing pontoon. Instead of going down to down south to the beaches, they came here. You know, it was a good time had by all for sure. Let's go ahead and move, guys.
No day on Kentucky Lake starts without a stop at Bassett Gas. Stock up on gear from St. Croix, Shimano, Strike King, Stren, Zoom, and much more. You can stock your boat, too, with the latest in electronics from Lowrance, Humminbird, Minn Kota, and others. While you're there, be sure to stock your cooler for the day on the lake with soft drinks, snacks, and ice. And you can fill up with ethanol-free gas. Bassett Gas, located 3 miles east of Draftonville on Highway 68.
Bee Spring Lodge is located on beautiful Kentucky Lake. Built in 1954 as a fisherman's camp, there's every pleasure for the fishermen here. We have motel rooms, campgrounds, cottages, a dock, and a wonderful restaurant that serves breakfast and lunch from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day but Tuesday. Come visit. You can call us at 1-800-732-0088 and make your reservations today. Bee Spring Lodge, the friendliest resort on Kentucky Lake.
You know, Eric, if you had better insurance, we wouldn't have to fish out of my boat all the time and you wouldn't be sitting there high and dry on that dock.
Yeah, well, who do you use?
Our Bargee Insurance Company in Benton, Kentucky. They offer auto, home, life, and health, and commercial insurance, all at competitive rates.
You know, I think I'm going to give them a call today.
Why don't you do that? I'm going to go fishing.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Don't be left high and dry. For all your insurance needs, contact Ray Bargee and Company.
Hey, Randy. Thanks for the tip.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks. It's the perfect destination for a romantic getaway or a family or fishing adventure. Children can enjoy swimming and playing on our sandy beach or have fun at our playground, while parents can enjoy the gentle breezes at our lakeside pavilion. Go fishing from our dock or take advantage of our boat rentals. We sell fishing license and we have bait on site. Come and treat yourself or your whole family to a relaxing getaway at Whispering Oaks. 11 acres of peace and quiet.
Save some cash on our new Polaris from Polaris of Benton with the best deals possible on the #1 ATVs and side-by-sides in the industry. I'm Melissa with Polaris of Benton, and we would like the opportunity to earn your business right here in Benton, Kentucky. We have a huge inventory on hand, so whether you want to work hard or play hard, we are sure to have the Polaris for you, and we even install your accessories for free. Whether it's sales, service, parts, or accessories, we have what you need right here in Benton, Kentucky at Polaris of Benton. Come check us out.
King Creek Resort and Marina on beautiful Kentucky Lake.
RE/MAX Real Estate Associates is a full-service real estate brokerage serving the Kentucky Lake area and all of western Kentucky. We have 16 agents with over 200 years of combined real estate experience to help you find your Kentucky Lake dream home. We also offer commercial, farm, and property management real estate brokerage. So stop by and see us at 803 Main Street in Benton or give us a call at 270-527-8035.
Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
Finish this up, I'll be good. We decided to go deep and to check some transitional humps. You know, what happens a lot of times this time in late March and early April, the fish, what they do, they'll come out of deep water and they'll start staging on areas. And one place we stopped today was a main river hump. And if you remember, we had the channel markers were right there within a casting distance to us, and we had 35 to 40 feet all the way around us. On top of that ledge, it was absolutely loaded with fish. It's looking a little better right there, isn't it?
Sure is. Find some fish out on the ledges, you know, kind of the needle in the haystack, and we had a chance to go out there and idle and really saw a lot of fish on the grass.
Pretty good, doesn't it? A lot of bait fish right there. A lot of bait fish.
How are we going to fish this?
I think we're going to use your steel shad. I'm going to kind of look at these 3 spots I've got marked here. Just kind of see what's going on. A lot of bait fish. A lot of bait fish. See the stumps there? These fish are really deep. See the bass right here? I think we can catch them, or I hope so anyway. I'd rather get them up here on top. I'm going to go to this screen right here, and I'm going to arrow key back to that spot right there. I'm going to hit the go-to. Let's see, we're 83 feet from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it in reference to this marker. Try not to throw it right on the spot.
And tell me, Randy, it's been my experience, I usually don't throw the buoy on the fish. I try to throw the buoy at a place where I can hold the boat, where I can catch the fish. Do you do the same thing?
I do. I threw it pretty close. Right here, they're right here. See the stumps coming out?
Sure.
Right here. But anyway, the fish will be right there. All right, let's see what's going on here. Boy, it's deep right here now. We're in 41 feet of water right here. Of course, that over there is in the 20s. So.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the fish we're marking here. Yeah. Look at the fish, they're here. Let's cast over in this direction right over here. And just let it go to the bottom. Now there's some stumps down there, so.
I'll find them.
I bet you will. Well, this was my first time in the boat with Eric, and I was surprised he was as nimble as he is, for as big a guy as he is. You know, not only that he's a pretty good fisherman, and I can see that we're going to have a lot of fun together this year. Some of my best catches come deep. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to do a couple things. You get him?
Yep. Feels like a white, and I believe that's what it is, or a yellow.
That's what I like about the Tennessee River out here. You never know what you're going to catch.
Well, it's been my experience. When you get around these, you get around the largemouth.
That's right.
So,
you see the currents pulling this.
Yeah.
They've got a few gates open. Here, look at this right here, Ed. I love fishing deep water. I think the bigger fish, they spend more time in deeper water. Did you have one hit it?
no, but sometimes my line twisted around it.
I had one hit it on the way down.
What do you got?
I don't know what I got. It feels like a boot. I believe I just got something on.
I think you got the buoy.
Yeah, I see it right there.
That current washed that bait right into that buoy, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that tells you they are pulling water, even if you don't.
Now the
see
guide's not supposed to do that.
Well,
Turn the camera off.
You want to switch? If you want to switch rods? If you want to switch rods, I'll take responsibility for it.
Hey,
I'm a team player.
I'll take responsibility for it. I'll take a bullet for the team. That happens.
Sideways crappie.
That's crappie.
Multi-species, just what you talked about. They're all here.
They're here. I love places like this.
You know, we caught a couple crappie deep. Really cool to catch that crappie so deep with the bulging eyes.
That there. It's a pretty good little fish. Oh yeah.
Look
at here.
Another crappie.
Steel shad in the crappie.
Now here's the unique thing I want to show here. We were catching that fish. Fish came out of 25, 30 foot. Look at his eyes.
They're bulged.
They're bulged out. If you look at his eyes right there, you can see how his eyes are bulged out because we caught him so deep.
You immediately release him, he goes back down unharmed. On top of that ledge, it was absolutely loaded with fish. And, you know, I don't know, it just wasn't our time or we weren't using the right bait, but we were all over fish on that. I think Eric caught that crappie, and I think he caught that in, what, 35 feet of water and then brought it in. So, you know, we had an opportunity there. They just, I don't know, just weren't biting.
Save some cash on our new Polaris from Polaris of Benton with the best deals possible on the #1 ATVs and side-by-sides in the industry. I'm Melissa with Polaris of Benton, and we would like the opportunity to earn your business right here in Benton, Kentucky. We have a huge inventory on hand, so whether you want to work hard or play hard, we are sure to have the Polaris for you, and we even install your accessories for free. Whether it's sales, service, parts, or accessories, we have what you need right here in Benton, Kentucky at Polaris of Benton. Come check us out.
Bee Spring Lodge is located on beautiful Kentucky Lake. Built in 1954 as a fisherman's camp, there's every pleasure for the fishermen here. We have motel rooms, campgrounds, cottages, a dock, and a wonderful restaurant that serves breakfast and lunch from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day but Tuesday. Come visit. You can call us at 1-800-732-0088 and make your reservations today. Bee Spring Lodge, the friendliest resort on Kentucky Lake.
RE/MAX Real Estate Associates is a full-service real estate brokerage serving the Kentucky Lake area and all of western Kentucky. We have 16 agents with over 200 years of combined real estate experience to help you find your Kentucky Lake dream home. We also offer commercial, farm, and property management real estate brokerage. So stop by and see us at 803 Main Street in Benton or give us a call at 270-527-8035.
Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
No day on Kentucky Lake starts without a stop at Bassett Gas. Stock up on gear from St. Croix, Shimano, Strike King, Stren, Zoom, and much more. You can stock your boat, too, with the latest in electronics from Lowrance, Humminbird, Minn Kota, and others. While you're there, be sure to stock your cooler for the day on the lake with soft drinks, snacks, and ice. And you can fill up with ethanol-free gas. Bassett Gas, located 3 miles east of Draftonville on Highway 68.
You know, Eric, if you had better insurance, we wouldn't have to fish out of my boat all the time, and you wouldn't be sitting there high and dry on that dock.
Well, yeah, well, who do you use?
Our Bargee Insurance Company in Benton, Kentucky. They offer auto, home, life, and health, and commercial insurance, all at competitive rates.
You know, I think I'm going to give them a call today.
Why don't you do that? I'm going to go fishing.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Don't be left high and dry. For all your insurance needs, contact Ray Bargee and Company.
Hey, Randy, thanks for the tip.
King Creek Resort and Marina on beautiful Kentucky Lake.
Every day's a good day fishing-wise, but I guess we wanted a better day catching, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But it was a joy to fish with Randy today. Heard a lot about him. We've spent a lot of time talking. First time I had a chance to be in a boat with him all day and really enjoyed it. Looking forward to doing it again. And
Fishing was just a typical, late March day with a cold front. We started off this morning, it was 24 degrees, it was 15 degrees below normal, but we got out and we hit it anyway, and we did pretty good considering the weather, I think.
Oh, you got a bass. A largemouth. Almost looks like a smallmouth. It is.
It is. Little smallmouth. Those fish just never give up.
Ever.
They don't give up when they're in a live well.
Ever.
He's not very big, but he's fun.
I asked you earlier if you caught any smallmouth. There's a quick catch and release right there.
When Eric and I looked at doing the show, we tried to pick a day that we felt would be the best for game and fish, and we picked today, which was a Wednesday, and the prime feeding times were the best. And I would hate to think if it hadn't been a good fishing day according to the solar lunar tables. We saw a lot of people fishing, and they didn't really catch any fish, so we feel real fortunate that we did. I'll tell you, sometimes you have to scale way down to catch these fish when
It's true.
You have these post-frontal conditions.
There he is.
That's crappie there. That's a good crappie there.
Bass. Another little bass.
Is that a bass?
It's a bass. We're going to, you know what, we'll bass fish and catch crappie, and then we'll crappie fish and catch some bass.
That's why they call it feeling real, baby.
Yeah, baby, that's right. That's exactly right. I think there's some fish right there.
I had a blast today. It was cold. It was miserable. It was tough fishing conditions, but hey, I still got a smile on my face.
It was a beautiful day as far as the sun, but sometimes, as you fishermen know, the most beautiful day is not necessarily the best catching day, and then we found that out today.
We started just north of the Jonathan Island, which was about 3 miles from here. And we went in early and picked up a couple fish right away and thought that we were really going to get on a pretty hot pattern. And that kind of petered out a little bit, so we left and we decided to come back there late in the day, and we caught another fish there. But it just goes to show you that when you get around March and you have cold weather and cold water, you have to be flexible. You can't be hard-headed and fish with one bait all the time. You just have to keep trying, and eventually something will work out if you just stay positive and keep switching up till you find out what's going to work the best.
That's a very, very good crappie. I don't care where you're at.
That's a black. That's what we're looking for.
He's.
Why don't you tell people what's? I mean, it's hard to tell because we don't have the white and the black crappie. What
Well,
told you that's a black crappie?
Well, the difference is the white crappie have got bars on them, and they're a lot lighter. This one here is a little pound fish. It's a good fish. I had 2 or 3 taps as I came through there, actually.
I just drove that right in the back end of something else. I got it.
You're getting pretty good at getting that steel shad out.
I'll tell you, I've had a lot of work. I've had a lot of practice. Had a lot of practice. I think probably, Randy, I have a new nickname, I guess, the Silver Shad Hang-Up Guy. I don't know.
I'm glad you mentioned that. No, I really didn't. It appears that Eric has had plenty of practice on his own, getting that steel shad unhung.
Fish.
He's screwing up my fishing.
I got hung up, and now he's getting a fish. Bring him on that other side over there. Maybe.
Where you at?
You can go ahead, don't worry about it. Decent fish.
Well, Eric, thank you for getting hung up, buddy. That's what a good fishing partner does, isn't it?
I'm all about you, Randy. Just let me tell you, I'm all about you.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Then Eric got hung up again, but that's okay, because I'll tell you, I enjoyed catching the fish while Eric was hung up. That made my day.